Everything is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Hello, it's NihonTiger. Welcome back, NeoCraft server. We're here, and things have happened. Look at all the things. Look at all the things. I'm just rambling here, but welcome back. It is another day here on a NeoCraft server, and that is our beacon. Thank you, beacon. Just wanted to show off a few things to start very quickly here. Okay, first and foremost. Oh, actually, I gotta plug that hole, but it's almost done. Can I get up there? There. I really don't want to have to do this. I feel short enough already. There we go. Yay! Now it's done. Okay. Good. So, what we've got here is, as I promised, the town hall has been changed over. It's now completely in this oak slab or oak block. It's not slab. It's in the oak plank block, and I've added a window here, possible window. I'm kind of deciding if I want to keep that or not. I've got blocks to fill it up. I can also go ahead and pop some glass in there. Oh damn it, I didn't want to do that because I gotta waste the glass pane. Shame for shame. Oh, I hate that. But yes, we have got a new little design here as well on this. This is going to be, I'm probably going to have this be like a pillar support, just like an arch that comes up here and is like a buttress that supports it. Maybe it should be, No, I think that's right. Because this will be an inside wall and it would be pushing against the outside here. Keep the structure upright. Okay, so I want to make sure I did that right. It needs to make sense when I do that. Yeah, but you can see it's a lot nicer now, actually. And I may add in some more windows on the side tower there, but it all matches up really nicely. There's probably a lot of room for No, let's not be lewd. I think I know who did this. And whoa. We are about to go talk about a few things here real quick. So we'll mention. I'm sure I know who did this, but we'll talk about something else that he did on here. It was actually good. But yeah, that is my lovely, awesome little. I don't remember those being upside down slabs. Well, I'll have to check my my build on that and see if I screwed up on that a long time ago. But yeah, this is all nice and looking good now. And over here, actually, Rakui, I believe, did that because he also did this. And he said, I heard you didn't know what to do with this. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, I mentioned previously that I had no idea what to do at the base of this house, which, by the way, we also, in swapping this out, swapped in the clay blocks for that house, and we'll be working on that in a moment here. So he set this up, and it looks nice. It looks really nice in here. Could probably use like a painting on the wall or something over here. Just some small details would probably be good. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. I like some of these design elements too. The way he used the hoppers here. I've never thought about using them in that manner, but I think that works. I think that works really well. I like that. And of course, we've got the fridge and all the good stuff. I think the bedroom is back here. Yeah, it's just a tiny bedroom. So he kind of built like a little house on the basement here. I like it. I really like it. And I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. It's now part of the structure and it's now part of the house. Oh, it's kind of got this weird shape to it, but it's good. It's weird in a good, it's like different in a good way. So we're going to go back over here. And I should mention, server, please. Yeah! We're on 110, the release. It's out already. Holy crap. This went by quick, didn't it? But yeah, 1.10 is now out, and it is in the wild for those of you who are interested in picking it up. But let's see here. I'm trying to think. I might add another window in here. I don't know yet. I have to do some thinking and planning as I'm building all of this, but I'm gonna be adding in a lot of these things today. I may make a window a little bit lower here, so I may swap a few blocks around. I have things to decide on, decisions to make, and very, very important things to do as it relates to placing of blocks, the placing of blocks to make a pattern. So see if we can't 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then I think that makes this. Yeah, it should work. I'm just trying to think out loud again here, so I can get that up there. And I've blocked myself in, but we've got a floor in here. We've got a big window in the back. I think I'm gonna keep that for now. If I decide not to keep it that way, I can always go ahead and swap it back out. And I think part of what we're gonna do today is to take all of this dirt up here and get rid of it with the blocks that I built. But yeah, we're on 110. So there are some new things in 1.10. I'm going to take a look real quick here at that. So it looks like he's got alternating patterns here. Maybe, actually, I'm going to maybe consider blocking up the top layers there. And then bringing the wood down a little bit. There's a wood pattern. Maybe I'll bring that down to here. We can give that a shot. I mean, got some room to experiment. So that's the idea. So we're gonna do some interesting things and see how they all turn out. So I wonder if I make this double. No, I probably don't need to make it double wide. Can make it like so. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and is that? Trying to remember how this looks. This is the pattern. Yeah, the pattern goes up onto the top here. So these are actually all going to be oak, and then the rest will all be spruce. So we're going to use oak and spruce for the roof because we don't have a lot of spruce roofing around here, believe it or not. I haven't built with a lot of spruce. I've built with a lot of, if you take a look, a lot of birch and dark oak and regular oak. But spruce has been kind of in short supply, so I think maybe we can give that a shot here. Oh, and I've got some extra crap I can throw in here. But we've talked a lot about 110 already. I don't feel the need to go over a lot of the changes. I've done a video in the past about 110, some of the changes that go along with it, some of the new things that we get to experience, and that reminds me I should also go back and link back. I was going to link back to that the chunk world thing in my last video, and I did not. So I'm going to have to do that in a moment once I remember. So note to self, make sure to link the chunk world because we're still using the same build idea that we got last time. There we go. But yeah, 110 adds in some new blocks. I've done videos on these in the past. I've done some videos on the additions and changes to the game. So you can, if you are really interested in understanding what's new, I would suggest hunting those down. Zisuma, I always forget how to pronounce his name. I think it's Zisuma, because it's XI. Yeah, I believe it makes a Z sound. He's also British, so I'm always confused because the Brits pronounce Z as Z, and I have yet to understand where they got that from. There's probably a good reason. And there's probably also a good reason why us Americans don't do it. And probably because it's confusing. It confuses me. I'm scared. Not really, but let's see here. We will. Oh, not what I wanted. I didn't want that to do that. Come on. But with 110 being out, there's not a whole lot to do as far as exploration and tactics. There's some small changes in the overworld as far as generation of villages and different biomes, and there's polar bears now. Polar bear is probably a big important thing. There's some new mobs, which we'll probably see at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna fill in this top layer instead. How's that look? It's looking interesting. Now I wonder if I flip-flop them around, because we'll do the whole thing and then we'll figure out if we need to flip-flop those around, because it might look better if the oak is actually in the middle here rather than being on the edges. It's a thing worth experimenting. That's why we do what we do. But yeah, 110 kind of in different communities, it's like the UHC community, it's not being very well received, because there's 1.9, to be honest, wasn't very well received because of the combat changes, and there's significant combat changes, and most people have been very upset about that, to the point that there are people that even don't play in 1.8. Some people play in 1.7 still. For the record, my opinion on it is that I'm used to the changes by now, so I don't have a strong opinion one way or the other. I really think they should get it onto to 1.9, but I am not the boss of them. They are free to do as they wish. I am not their father, so that's kind of that. But it's kind of gotten a lot of people excited that 110 is out right now. Not because of what's in the game, because of what it might mean. And I know we got E3 coming up. E3 is it next week? Next week. I'll probably do an E3 as I usually do. I try to do like an E3 episode like every year. I know I've mentioned, what was it? I think it was one of my Downwell episodes. I believe I mentioned, I was talking about things. I said there's not really a whole lot I'm looking forward to at E3 this year. I'm not really as excited as I have been in the past. That still holds true. That still very much holds true for this year. I've got other things I'm more interested in that have already been announced and are playable. Over things like Overwatch. We're not going to get like an Overwatch DLC announcement at E3. If anything, we'll get that at like BlizzCon or something. So a lot of the game. Is my stuff up here? I think I left the saplings in here before I ran all the way down there. Yep. Okay. But like I said, that's kind of like BlizzCon's territory, so they're probably going to make most of their big announcements at that event. Not really bother with E3 too much, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting, and I don't think there's anything that's like must have for me. But a lot of people are excited about the update here. As I shift back onto the 110 topic, a lot of people are excited about the update because of what it might mean going forward, which is more frequent updates. It's something that has been a significant complaint about the post Microsoft Mojang development timeline. It's been very slow. It's been very, very slow, in fact. We went, I think, over a year waiting for what would become the 1.9 update. And a lot of people sincerely got tired of waiting and stopped playing the game. A lot of very famous people who used to play the game got very tired of the wait and stopped playing the game entirely. and then 1.9 came out a couple months ago, and now we're already talking 1.10. You know, we're already talking 1.10 is out. It's actually out. It's a smaller, it's a smaller patch. It doesn't add in a whole bunch of stuff, but it adds in enough stuff that people are interested in playing again. And I hope that 1.11 comes out very soon, and we get polar bear mounts out of it. Please put the polar bear mounts in. Please put the polar bear mounts in, because that would be the best thing. Thank you, Serge. Thank you, Jeb. I really want polar bear mounts. Maybe if I whisper it, maybe it'll gently land upon their ears while they sleep tonight, and then I'll get my wish. I guess that's what I was hoping. Let's see, but yeah, it's something that I'm excited for. I'm very excited that the updates seem to be a little more frequent. I know a lot of people too were worried about the the amount of content that was being created for Minecraft seemed to be slipping a little bit too. I got some ideas how we can change this. We'll see. I got some ideas. But yeah, there were a lot of people that were kind of straying away from doing things like making maps, like coming up with different ways to use game mechanics. I would say it was like a dark period in Minecraft history, where everybody left, but there is noticeably some people who were a large part of the creation community. A lot of my friends who you may know from my various UHC exploits or other things that I took part in that have shied away from the game a little bit. They're not necessarily like the game is dead. I will never play it again. Blah 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 blah. But they are. Maybe this won't look so weird on the inside. I'll take a look later. But they are more or less, I guess you could say, over it. I don't know that 1.10 is going to bring them back. I don't know if majestic polar bear, the beautiful killing machine that it is going to bring them back. But that's okay too. I've got friends now who are big time into Overwatch. They're big time into League, and it's okay to. I know I mentioned this before, but it's okay to not play a game as much and find other things to do. And you don't have to. You don't have to spend your whole life playing a game if you don't want to play it. But small continuous updates are probably better for a game like this, that you rely a lot on having other people help you to having other people who are motivated help you to kind of push through and create interesting and exciting new things, rather than simply leaning on waiting for an update that might come once a year. So it's very important, I think, for a game like a Minecraft to have these small continuous updates, and I'm very hopeful that we are on the cusp of some great things in this game to keep people interested, to bring people back. Maybe we'll figure out some new way to. I gotta make another tree. Maybe we'll figure out some way to come up with a new game mode that people really enjoy. I've already seen some people using 1.9 mechanics to do interesting things. So who knows? Maybe with the more frequent updates and new things being added to the game, new ideas being hatched, we're about to enter a second golden age of map making. Now that would certainly be great. That's one thing that I've seen fall off precipitously over the past couple of years, is that the number of people who make maps for Minecraft, who make like adventure maps, CTMs, that's fallen off a hell of a lot. And there are, there's mod packs, which is kind of like a secondary market kind of thing, rather than, using content that's in the game. You were using content that is being created by other players to kind of supplement the vanilla game, because it doesn't have enough stuff to keep us interested. So, I mean, they'll always be around, but I'm hopeful maybe that with the new updates, maybe we'll start to see people kind of return to the vanilla game to try new things and experiment. And I would like to see some new redstone stuff. I think that'd be great. I think that would certainly help with some of the issues people might be having as far as finding new things to do. If you're a redstoner, maybe that helps you out a little bit. Who knows? But I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna finish filling in some of this stuff. A lot of this is gonna be filling in time, but I'll be right back. We'll get some more stuff. Stupid interiors. I know, Fuchs. I know. Interiors are never fun to do. Stupid Nihon shaming us about them. Hey! I shame because I care, because I want your interiors to look good, sir. I want them to look good. Okay, I'll be back in a moment after I go finish shaming him some more. All right. We're back. And the roof is mostly done. So I like the shape of it. I like the shape of how everything's turned out. I'm not sure I like the accents at the moment. Maybe I'm just using the wrong color for it. I don't know. Maybe because it's also the original build it's symmetrical. And this is an asymmetrical build. It's asymmetrical on a number of sides. Everything doesn't line up perfectly because the rear end is shorter than the front end. But I've got it at least in a workable state. Maybe I'll confer with the other build folks on here. I almost said build fam. I could call them build fam. Maybe I'll confer with them and see if they've got solutions, ideas, possible changes. I also want to, I don't know if I can see it from here. I want to change the shape and the structure of that. It's too short. It's too short. I can fix it. I can make it better. I've got some ideas on how to do that, and I'll probably use a similar design to this roof where it's just pitched like that instead. I like ultimately how it turned out. Maybe a few changes here and there. So yeah, I mean, if you look at it, it looks funky from a few angles, but in general, looking at it, it turned out pretty well. And keep in mind, nothing is finished until I say it's finished. So there's always the possibility that I could change things around. And again, I gotta figure out what to do with the back here. Gotta do something with this white space. I think I'll keep that down there the way it is. I thought about changing that, maybe extending it a little bit up, but I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is, because the more I play with that, the more I realize it's not going to really look too great. Again, the accent looks kind of funky in hindsight. I don't know if I like it so much. But this down here, this is part of the original design. I've modified it a little bit. I added the cobble in between here. And I did have to modify this up here, so I could kind of, since it was a bunch of half slab that slanted down, I could basically duplicate that here, and we could try to make that look as natural as it once did. But I really wanted to get that up there, and I think this looks good from back here. Yeah, it looks really nice actually from back here. And that's one of the angles I was mostly concerned with, is how it looks here. So yeah, again, a little bit of white space there. I got to figure out how to fix that. But it's looking good. Actually, you know what? It doesn't look too bad the way it is, huh? Yeah, you know what? I think I'll leave it like that on the bottom. Yeah, that the design here, this kind of the stone brick and the stone slab was on the original, and I just duplicated that. I think it looks really nice. It's a nice little addition. So, what comes next? A big important question. Maybe we can put some trapdoors up here, just to get this looking good, like that. It's almost too many of them. I don't know. It's almost too many of them. But something has got to go up there because we need to get this white space here. Got to do something with that. We have to figure out what we're going to do with this, and that's I think the next step in going through is adding the exterior details, and we might do that next time. I think that's probably a good project for next time. But we've at least got this built. Everything from this point on with the exterior is just moving blocks around. So that's all that matters to me is getting it done, getting it in place. You know, we can always change things, and I probably will change that just to spruce. Unless dark oak looks nice, I'll play around with it off camera. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this little episode. We're in 110. Oh shoot! You know what we need to do next time? We gotta go find a polar bear. I don't know why we need to find a polar bear, but I want to find a polar bear. I want to bring him over here. I want to have a polar bear mount ready for 111 or whenever it happens. Polar bear mounts, make it happen. But as always, good luck, good mining, have fun. Oh goodness, we've never built the cannons. We should do that at some point too. And I will see you next time here on the NeoCraft server. So many projects, so little time. Bye!